sometimes you just got to break away.
Yeah.
And go rogue, baby.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Mission 4, baby. Going rogue. Hopefully you guys have seen our S Plus matches on 1, 2, and 3. Missions 1, 2, and 3. But if not, go check them out. This is going to be Mission 4 going rogue. And we're going to kind of walk you through how we get through the level and how we're able to get S Plus. Hopefully it helps you guys out.
Yeah, if you've been watching the series, again, we're sorry. We're gonna repeat a lot of stuff. We just want to make sure that those people that watch one particular mission or maybe 2 particular missions, we want to make sure that those people have all the information that they need.
Right, because not everybody's going to watch every mission. You know, you might have a guy there who's just struggling with this mission right here, and he's never watched any of the other missions, so he needs to get that info as well. And once we get past this loading screen...
But yeah, these are working on success and great success.
Right, we're going to show you guys when we get past End of the Line, which is the last mission. Hopefully we're going to be able to cap both those unlocks popping at the same time. So
yeah, success isn't too bad because you can play that on casual and get the S ranking. But great success, getting S plus on veteran or professional,
tricky.
That's definitely pretty tricky.
Definitely tricky.
Now the first thing that we're going to say is that use a timer. Maybe a smartphone or on a laptop. Use a timer, that way you can gauge how much time you have. Because you know your
end result, I guess.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're within your target time.
Right.
That target, that's what I was looking for. You know, there's those 4 categories. This is one of those sections that we work on, the zombie fest, zombie nest, kind of deal.
If you've watched our other videos, you know that we typically will spend more time in areas that have unlimited zombies or an area that has high traffic of zombies, just because they're easier to kill and you can help your kill count. If you try to focus on areas with like guards or hunters or lickers, they tend to slow you down and they're harder to kill and you don't get as much credit.
Yeah, and you have a high probability of dying yourself.
Yeah. So you know, just make sure you do that. And we're just you know, going behind this number, picking up some intel and picking up some E-VID spray. Health is very important playing on professional.
Yeah, we just found out about a little ability.
Oh, and you know what's crazy is that, before we tell you what it is that we have a lot of people that are commenting on our videos and watching our videos, and we've said this in a number of videos, right? Like we're looking for somebody, or oh, never mind. Let me go back. We've said this a lot in our videos that we are looking to maybe do a video about how to get all the intel. And to this point, until about 15 minutes ago, we had no clue that Spectre has an ability called item detection that actually tells you where all the intel is. So
yeah, and thanks to Dark Addict 19.
Oh yes,
one of our subs.
That's right. We just
hey, that's why we do this, so we can all grow together and all get through these games in the best possible way. That's really cool when it to see something like that come together.
Right.
Because that's what we've been shooting for.
Because you know,
when we started the channel.
Hopefully, we've been able to share information with you guys that you didn't know, or maybe you hadn't thought about. I mean, a lot of times on the vids we see, oh man, I walked right past that thing like a ton of times, and so hopefully we're able to help, you know, share these experiences with you guys, make you guys better RE players, and then you guys can do the same for us.
One thing I want to point out on this intel, because it is a little tricky to find if you don't have Spectre, the fire will kind of part ways, almost like the Red Sea, and that's when you're supposed to go through. It's very rare that you go through there and not get lit on fire. So just know that going into it, but sometimes you can get through it. There it is! Oh, got through it.
Baby!
That's like one of those jumping through the ring of fire kind of tricks.
And you know, normally that's not a necessarily thing, but when you're going after the S Plus, you got to get those intel, you got to get those items collected, so it's worth it at that point.
Now I know there's a death.
Boom.
That's the cool thing about these S Plus. Usually they're lenient on the deaths.
Right.
You can have 1 or 2 tops. Anything more than that, I'd go ahead and restart the level.
Right.
But that's a little tricky. Like they kind of leave you out in the open after that little cutscene. It's not really a cutscene, but you know what I'm talking about.
If you don't get right behind that car, especially on professional, they just beast you with their guns.
Those Spec Ops guys, they really put. I'm really excited about the Echo 6 expansion pack.
Yeah.
See what those guys are all about.
Now I know that everybody's gonna be asking you about the gun you're using, the pistol you're using.
Oh, the Samurai Edge.
Yeah, because it was shooting real fast, and I know that they may not have had enough XP to unlock it yet. So you want to
it was like I want to say, don't quote me, 27,500 points. I think. Is it worth that? Not really. I mean, we were talking about this. It better be one-shot kills if I'm gonna drop 27 grand on it. But
Right.
for what it, we had the pistol because we had to do the weapons unlock. So if you got it, why not use it?
Right.
But I think this one's better than the other one, which is like lightning wing or.
It seems like it shoots faster. Is that just
Yeah,
me?
yeah. No, and the recoil's pretty steady.
Uh huh.
But I like this one better than the other. There's another pistol that's like 27,000.
Right. There's two
I'm
of
like,
them.
what? Nah, that's ridiculous. But this cemetery, clean house in the cemetery.
Right. Stay here, guys.
And cause trust me, you're gonna thank me for it later. There's gonna be some parts that that if you don't do this now, you're gonna wish you had.
Right.
Now right in front of me, there's normally a Spec Ops crowd. Sometimes the zombies kill them before you get to them. Sometimes they don't. But just be wary if you turn this corner. There they are. There's a little group of them. The trick here is to try to either get them with a grenade or get one of them bleeding.
Right.
And then the zombies handle them, and then you don't have to worry about them too much. And then you get your zombies all clustered together for some easy kills.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
What's up, Playboy?
this cemetery, this is the ticket right here, and you'll see one of the respawn.
Is that
hopefully,
the brick wall?
Yeah, right there at the brick wall. They kind of climb over, all creepily like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And there seems to be an unlimited zombie. I don't know what you want to call it. Part of the map in most of the maps. And, just be wary of that on any time you're going for S+. You just want to maximize it. There's a spawn point right there.
Yeah, there it is. And it's not, when we say unlimited, we're not talking about, like, there are certain points in the game where you could sit there the entire, like, you could sit there 24 hours and they'll keep coming. These guys actually do end up running out at one point, but just know that when we say unlimited, we're talking about a substantial amount of zombies coming in this area.
Right.
Yeah, okay, here's one of my tactics that I use. Like, I saw that Vector was getting low on his health and that he was about to become a zombie. They kind of are like the Crimson zombies. Like, they go really crazy, the real red zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see a team that's low on health and he's about to turn on zombie, I go ahead and kill him anyways. That way they don't come up from behind me, infect me. I mean, because you can just kill him and bring him back to life, and that way you don't have to worry about any of the problems. Now down here you're going to run into 4 Spec Ops guys. Either use a lot of heavy grenades or a perk to get rid of these guys. One of them has a grenade launcher, and if he hits you with that, then it makes it tough right here. It makes it real tough.
It's the same way for the guys. Like when you kill these 4 soldiers, through the gate behind you, or to your left now, I guess, is going to be 3 more guys that come out, and one of those has a grenade launcher. So just make sure that as soon as you kill these guys, you're turning, you look at the gate, and get ready to shoot them too. Yeah,
because we've definitely cleared this gang, and then another gang comes in right there.
There they come. What's up, players?
And we've been down low because we didn't know.
Ooh, headshot.
And yeah, they've cleaned us out before, but I think this is finally the part in the series where we stopped doing the security cameras.
Right.
Because we figured out that you don't actually have to have those.
Yeah, if you've watched our other ones, you know that we typically got just about every security camera. You won't see that in gameplays from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one less thing to have to keep track of. I mean, you're already keeping track of your time, number of kills, deaths, all that stuff, intel. It's one less headache for you. And if you don't have to have it, if it's not absolutely necessary, then we're not going to put it in there.
Right, and some of the levels, I think when we were practicing, sometimes we'd only beat the level time by like 3 or 4 minutes. And, you stop to get a couple of security cameras, lose your way for a second, there's your 4 minutes right there.
Right.
So that's kind of why we said, we're getting enough points anyway, just picking up intel and just doing what we do. So we kind of cut that out, and it still works. So.
Yeah, and we're not even sure if it's still like a like if you get 100,000 points, then you get the S+. I think it's as long as you get these target times, and then you beat those target times by a margin of some sort. There's a lot of ambiguity. I've used that term in every single video. What? There's
it's
a lot
your phrase,
of like
man.
vague. My vocabulary, man. You would think I'm not in college, but there's got to be another phrase for that. But anyway,
there's just a lot of confusion on.
Yeah, on exactly how you get the S+ rankings. Because
ooh,
I've played some. This is another zombie nest too. Go ahead and rack up some kills. But I've played games where I've had like 1 B and 3 S's and got S plus. I've got 2 S's and 2 A's and got an S plus. Like, I played on veteran. I've never been able to get an S plus, but the achievement says you're supposed to be able to do it on veteran. It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
Every time. So if you get to a point like where you die twice, yeah, it's kind of iffy, you know, 50-50. I'd go ahead and play through it because you just never know how lucky you're gonna get. But I think time, I feel like, is the most.
I feel like
weighted.
time is the weighted, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we suggested at the beginning of the video to have like a, you know, egg timer, laptop, smartphone, something with you, and keep that time. And you know, if you go over, you might as well just go ahead and call it a day, and not waste any more time. Because I don't. Have you ever been over in time and get an S plus?
No, I've never been able to get an S plus over time.
So,
which I did try that on purpose to do that one time.
Right.
You'll see right here, I kind of hang back in the where the trucks load, solely because once you cross over into those garages, the garage door shuts behind you. Oh, I took Bertha out.
Sorry, B.
You gotta get out of my way. I just like to be better safe than sorry. You know, because I lose that herb once I cross over here. But this next section, like, it's really only the spec ops that you really got to worry about.
Right, they're up on the catwalk.
Yeah, and these two intel took us forever to find.
Not if we'd have had Spectre.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like much of an expert on this game when
we're just all helping each other play, man. All helping each other play.
But yeah, these guys can be pretty tough. It may take you a couple times to kind of feel out their patterns of how they move, but once you figure it out, it's not too bad. Really take advantage of those perks.
And there is a staircase like behind us if you want to get up on the catwalk with them, and
then come back down and get the intel.
So they don't have the, you know, the sight lines they have on you when you're on the ground. Then that's cool. You know, we've gotten it that way too, in terms of getting past them. I think just this time we chose to stay on the ground, but sometimes if you go up top, you do a little bit better.
Oh yeah, this is the piece of intel that kept me from figuring out this level for a couple hours.
God, man, as soon as we got that comment, we went straight on the game and
are you for real?
And it was like, oh my God, is it that obvious? But you know what? If we didn't know about it, granted, probably the majority of the population knew about it. But there's still some people out there watching the video right now who didn't know about it. So if you didn't know about it, get Spectre. He's got an ability, and you can check out where all the intel is, and not just that, more stuff too.
Yeah, it definitely changes our perspective on whether or not we'll possibly maybe do a video, because I know up to this point we were like, no.
Yeah, because we didn't know for sure how many was on each level, but now. And we've already captured the first and second level. They're actually already on file. But we just kind of stopped because we were like, we don't know if we can get them all. But now we're pretty sure we can. So we'll see, guys. We still got Prototype 2 to do next, and pre-production's got to start on that soon. So
I know we still got to get the we haven't even got the multiplayer on this yet.
Yeah, we may run out of time on the intel, but if we do, we apologize. Like I said, just get Spectre and memorize where they are, and then you can play as anybody and get them every time you go through if you want to get points.
Now I know that's a question that we've been asking throughout the series: is who's your favorite character?
Yeah.
What ability do you like to use with them, and why?
Right.
I would say just try to defend yourself.
Right.
You know, don't just be
there is no necessarily right or wrong answer.
Yeah, but just give us a quick reason why you like the Super Soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Especially for multiplayer, because we're about to play multiplayer. So
right.
Let us know what to expect. I know a couple people's already commented and told us which levels they like and which game types they like, and so that's probably what we're going to try first. Just check it out.
Yeah, because we should be starting that in the next couple of days or so.
And trust us, we want to get the multiplayer, but the way that it works here, guys, there's only 2 of us, 1 PVR, 1 guy goes to school, I got a job. So
it's tough.
The little time we do have, we have to just focus on one thing at a time, and getting that campaign done. And there's a lot of people out there who don't have multiplayer. They don't have internet. They don't have fast enough internet, or maybe they can't get on, or they don't have enough money for Xbox Live or whatever. And we try to get as many trophies and unlocks out for them as we can because they don't have multiplayer.
Now, a couple of things I want to point out. In that room prior to this room, the green area, we normally show the mascots. He was actually in the center. We didn't actually show him on this tape.
The raccoon, yeah.
The raccoon's back there. Here's the other thing: is you want to get all 3 pieces of intel that you can before you put the syringe in the tyrant. It'll just make life easier, because once you do that, all these parasites start coming out, and those are a pain. Everybody knows they're a pain.
Yeah.
But just go ahead and do that. And yeah, it's easier to kill these guys. Did we do that in our Let's Play? Did we kill them?
Yeah, we killed them in the Let's Play.
Yeah, it's just easier to kill those guys before you go in there and get the syringe.
But we had a heavy machine gun, and you know, it took forever.
Yeah, this is. I think we're using the assault shotgun or the pump action. I'll be able to tell in a second. But those shotguns, those are the ticket right there.
Yeah. And
you'll see in the next mission or 2, we actually switched to the automatic shotgun, which is the Juggernaut.
Right.
And that is just beast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now after the syringe, what you want to do is go up the stairs and turn quick hard right, and go ahead and get this cutscene rolling. But you can't just stand by the door. You have to actually try to open it.
Right.
And then this part, all it comes down to is memorizing the pattern. And it's you only going by the checkpoint, so it is kind of shown. The path is kind of drawn out for you already.
Mm-hmm.
But just memorizing it just helps it go that much quicker. There's going to be 1 piece of intel per card, or per card room, and you'll see what we mean. There's the first one, and then you'll go pick up a card, and you'll repeat that process for 3 times. This is one of those situations where you're very thankful that you took the time to kill all the zombies in the cemetery, so that you don't have to deal with these parasites.
Right.
Because Lord knows, I hate them with a passion.
Yeah.
I don't hate them as much as the lickers.
Right.
But I hate them with a passion. I think I actually walked past the intel. I think I had to do a little loop-de-loo here. Yeah, I remember this.
And I remember watching a video, I don't know who it was, but they said that it wasn't in here.
But the intel?
Yeah, that it wasn't in this room, but it is.
God, those parasites, man.
I know you don't like. Well, like you said, I mean, you take out the zombies; they're easy, and you don't have to worry about some of the harder enemies in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, talk about this room, because I know that you have a couple ways to take this room out.
Yeah, this room, I always save my super soldier perk for this room, because I have to clear these 4 guys out beforehand. I don't think and I may be wrong on this, but the little animation, the little time where the spider is crawling up and around the body, I don't think they take damage.
Right,
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I truly believe, because I've laid clips into them, like in that little animation time, I don't think they can take damage.
Right.
So you may have to wait until they actually pluck into their head
before
you start shooting. That way you don't waste ammo.
Right.
Sometimes you'll run into the tyrant, sometimes you won't. That's another 50-50 kind of thing. We when we do these videos, we'll play. I will literally play this level, and Exonomist sitting there and watch me play this level. Like, what? I probably play it 8 to 10 times.
Right.
Because we want to get it perfect. We want to have each section mapped out for you.
And when we say something like, if you go through this door, this guy's gonna always be here, or if you go through this door, 4 guys are always gonna be there. We want to know that they're always gonna be there.
Right.
And so we have to test it numerous times to make sure we're right.
Here's another zombie fest.
Zombie fest.
This is a great room. I think the target kill is 150 on this level, which is a substantial amount of kills. And something I didn't mention earlier, but instead of having like to keep a count in your head, 1 through 150, kind of keep a mental note of per section. Like if you like this section, I killed 20 people, and in the cemetery section, I killed 24 people. That way, you have just a gauge to kind of measure yourself. I cannot stand those things. But at least they're not. At least they're not as bad as lickers.
Right. Right.
Yeah, this central room will get heated. You'll see that when we come back after the second. I don't know. We're activating.
Yeah, it's like the 2 security.
Activating a camera.
2 security consoles. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Once we come back from the second console, there seems to be a tendency for a lot of migration into the center of the room. So what I do is I put my back to the checkpoint. That way, if I absolutely have to leave, if I get overwhelmed, then I can just turn around and bust it to the checkpoint and don't have to worry about it. But go ahead and get some kills right here if you can.
Right.
We'll go ahead and get that 150 quota.
Right.
But yeah, I love that shotgun.
Oh man.
I wish we would have had that in our Let's Play.
Our Let's Play would have been like a couple of hours shorter.
Yeah.
Because we would just sit there and beast on them for, 20, 30, 40 bullets with the heavy machine gun before they would go down. And
here's another crazy thing about the shotgun. And I swear, I do better when I don't zoom in.
Right.
Is that?
I don't think I ever.
That's weird, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen you.
How often do you say that with a gun?
Right.
I mean, obviously it's a shotgun. Yeah, we know it's short range, but still, out of all the shooters that we've played,
right.
How many guns can you say
it
works better?
Shotgun is king, man.
Yeah, and you'll see the ammo crate right there on your right hand side. Yeah, you got your back to the checkpoint. You have the quick escape. You got unlimited ammo, not unlimited, but a substantial amount of ammo.
There's another. I think there's two. Is there two ammo crates in there?
I believe there is two ammo crates.
They're on opposite sides.
Maybe if we had Spectre, we would be able to tell.
Spectre. Oh, I can't believe we didn't know that.
Oh man, I'm embarrassed. I am.
We're learning, man. Like I said, and a lot of times when you film this stuff, it's so weird. It's so different playing games now that we do it for YouTube because I'm not gonna say the fun value gets sucked out of it because it's still fun, but you're not thinking the same way you would think if you just played a game.
It's not pure entertainment.
You are a director. You are having to set up shots, and it's almost like the people on the screen are actors, and you have to kind of hopefully they do what you want them to do.
Right.
and there's times where we get unlocks where we don't like it. We're like, what, there was too much going on, and this wasn't obvious, and we reshoot the entire thing, which sometimes means you got to play back through the entire game.
Right.
So this is probably like, oh god, like our ninth time playing through the game.
Easy.
So we try to be as extensive as we can with things for you guys. So
yeah, another thing is I try not to revive my teammates unless absolutely necessary because they take my kills, they get in my way, all that mess. There's a laptop, but I wouldn't advise using it. We've said this in every video. The longer you hold out on the intel, the bigger bonus you'll get at the end of it.
And was there a tyrant in that room?
There is a tyrant in that room.
Okay.
So spending that time in the zombie fest pays off right there because you don't have to deal with any parasite zombies or the tyrant.
Just keep on going. And we just double back here, going back to the elevator.
They did that a lot in this game. They really
lot of double back. Yeah. A lot of double back.
Yeah, they did. I feel like we've been in this elevator 15 times in one campaign.
Look at Bertha. She's like, I want to do something. What can I do? I want to shoot. I want to run, but I don't want to move. I just want to run. Oh.
Yeah, there were a lot of those. I wouldn't that's not a game-changing glitch. Like that's not a glitch that you can really take advantage of. But I've noticed a lot of little glitches like that. And I don't know, maybe other people haven't had that experience. Let us know. I'm curious to see if y'all had the same.
From what we're getting from most of our viewers is it's more of a good game. Everybody likes it more than not.
Right.
And it's not the score that I think some of the bigger websites are giving it. It's not like a bad game, which I guess is what some of the bigger sites are saying that it is. But even if you tend to lean on the side of it that you say it's not a bad game, there's still some glitches. There's still some things in it that I'm sure we'd all like to see fixed. But to say it was, I don't know, a 5 or a 4, probably not.
Right.
I think it's better than that.
No, you saw me do right there is kill Bertha.
Bye, Bertha.
You can only do that on veteran or professional, obviously, because of the friendly fire. But I just wanted her SMG, not because I think SMGs are great, but it's one of the only automatic weapons out of my party. I like using the shotgun with the zombies because they're one-hit kills, 2 tops, and I can run through massive amount of zombies and have no problems. And as long as you kill Bertha before she kind of wanders out into the middle of the room, or kill Spectre or Vector or 4 Eyes or whoever you want to, you can't obviously do Beltway because he has a shotgun as well. But get one of those automatic weapons. Get over here by this ammo crate and just lay into him. Because this is the Nemesis, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We always fast forward through our skip the cutscenes just to save on time. Am I 100% sure that skipping the cutscenes saves your time? No, but it's better to be safe than sorry, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if the timer stops during a cutscene or if it keeps going, but I'd rather not find out.
And chances are, guys, if you're going after S+, you're probably not playing your first time through.
Right.
Most of the time, people do that after they've beaten the game and they're level selecting or whatever. So if you've already seen it, skip it, and you know, go from there.
Yeah. Now there's 2 sections to this nemesis. The first one is he'll stay in this half of the room, and he almost kind of just stands there. And then the second half, he'll wander off to the other part of the room, and you'll see a little, not a cutscene. What's the technical name for those? Like in-game cutscenes, I guess.
In-game cutscenes, yeah.
And a bunch of Spec Ops guys will come in, and the Spec Ops guys aren't primarily there to kill you. They're there for the nemesis. But if you get in their way, if you get too close to them, if you start shooting at them, they will shoot back at you. So try to keep your distance from them. But I stay in this little area the entire time, because there's plenty of FA sprays, there's plenty of herbs.
There they go.
There's the Spec Ops groups coming in, and it's far enough away from those guys that I don't have to worry about getting in their way and us fighting each other.
Right.
But
more zombies.
The only thing you have to kind of keep an eye on is these zombies, because you'll get in this trance where you're just focused completely on the nemesis, and then out of nowhere you'll get infected.
Right.
Now, of course, you see 2-3 antiviral sprays, so you're good, but you just don't want to make a habit because it does kill in your time. I know we push it on time on this one. I'm pretty sure.
I think this is one of the levels,
well,
yeah.
A couple. What is Vector doing?
I don't know.
What is he doing? He's just sitting. Look
doing this thing.
He's just sitting there. But yeah, you can see how the nemesis is focused on the Spec Ops group, and it just plays perfectly into what we're trying to do.
Yep.
I will say that I know those automatic weapons kind of get the recoil is pretty tough, but try to stay on the head. It really does make a difference if you're really focusing on those headshots, especially with this particular boss. But this is the meat of the level right here.
Ooh, pistol whip.
But I mean, how many times did we play this particular level? You know?
Yeah, I mean
this particular section, like there were times where we would kill him, and then we would just kill ourselves and try a different strategy that we thought may be better.
Right.
And I feel like this is the just most
safest. Yeah,
and most comfortable. I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel scared.
Right.
Because I'm so far away.
Because he will ream you with that minigun, man.
Oh yeah.
He will ream you with that minigun.
Oh yeah.
I think the first time we did it, we went all the way to like kind of where he is now.
Right.
Because there's an ammo crate over there and a couple of grenades, and that's actually where we beat him on our Let's Play.
Right.
Not a bad spot to get. We were getting shot a little bit too much for our
a little too close
taste.
to comfort.
So we kind of said, well, what if we just post over there by the ammo crate? And,
right.
There you go. It worked out pretty nice.
Yeah, and like if we haven't said this, I don't know if we said this earlier, but that super soldier perk, I mean,
it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. You can't go wrong. I don't know how perks play into multiplayer because we haven't had a chance to do that. I'm curious.
I'm ready to play some.
Do you know how the perks play into multiplayer?
I don't, man. Only from what we've heard on comments, where everybody's telling us about the game modes and perks and stuff.
Now, he'll kind of move over closer to the Spec Ops, and that's kind of an indication that he's kind of on his last little bit of health. Here's the thing about this. You're going to get a prompt that says, you know, go take the parasite or inject the parasite or whatever it may be. Excuse me. But you really need to keep an eye. As soon as he drops to his knees, you need to bust it over to him.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get it over to him fast enough, he'll get back up.
And that's the only problem that we saw with this area is while we were doing this was, can we get over there fast enough when he drops?
Right.
And once we answered that question, we knew we were going to post this video.
Right, yeah, because and the other thing is you got to make sure that you don't die on your way over there.
Right, still got Spec Ops.
Yeah, because I've had that happen. He'll go down to his knees, and then I'll be running over there to put the syringe in him.
Boom.
And yeah,
catch a death.
And then you got to start all over again.
Oh, get the pistol, son.
I felt like he was right on the verge at that time. So why not go ahead and finish him off with the pistol?
Right, rather than going back and reloading. Because sometimes they'll drop him for you, and if you're over there reloading, that's a little bit too far to have to run. He's gonna go down here.
But yeah, you just gotta be conscious of it. You know, it's like, yeah, there he goes. So see how I started running before it gave us the prompt to inject the parasite.
Baseball.
Yeah, I jumped the gun. You know, I was running and hitting A, and jump the gun on it. But that's it. And then I think there's a little cutscene. You skip that real quick.
Just in case.
Right.
And let's see what our time was there.
I think
see right there. Well, we got about 5 minutes or 6 minutes.
Right.
So 180 on our kills. So we were right on the money. S+. So hopefully you guys learned something and you enjoyed. And we will see you in Mission 5. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for trophies and achievements, just click on the icons in the top left.
You can always find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Links are in the description. Just let us know what you think and definitely what you want to see next.
And aside from those sticky notes, there's always that miscellaneous box full of random content, but you never really know what you're going to get.
And hey, if you like what we do, subscribe. Thanks.